Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Previously, we examined the holding cell that Knightley was temporarily placed in, and we uncovered a veritable smorgasbord of evidence, including video footage of what looks like a man being attacked, like his head or upper region being attacked. It was obscured, but it's something alright. And then we ran into Sebastian DeBest and Justine Courtney. And we actually had the opportunity to get DeBest to spill the beans on why he arrested Simon Keyes, and we're poking holes in his logic quite easily, so let's get on with cross-examining this statement. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. Was it? Sharp, I'll grant you, but metal, I don't know about that.
Hold it!
A sharp metal object. Do you have proof of that? Didn't you see the victim's wound, worthless prosecutor? The fatal blow was a stab to the throat. And a knife perfectly matches up with that. There can be no other explanation. It seems they don't know about that piece of information yet. Nothing to say. Speechless, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Right, next, there is plenty more to my reasoning. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items.
Hold it!
Even with the strict control, there were still some items that could be used, right? Well, yeah, things like grooming scissors. Of course, there's more to this, right, Sebastian? Exactly. At the time of the incident, only one was being borrowed. However, there was no reaction when we tested it for blood. Those would be the scissors Mr. Sott was practicing with. So, the inside of the prison was completely clear of sharp implements. Would Dogen's chisels count as sharp? I mean, they're kinda bladed, kind of. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside.
Hold it!
Can you be more specific about where it came from? Of course I can. It didn't come from inside the prison. Is he trying to sound smart? Simon Keyes brought it in. That's what we mean. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you even figure that much out? I'm disappointed in you. And you've disappointed me from the start. So Simon brought the murder weapon. But how, you ask? Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard.
Hold it!
No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside this chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. Well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with the statement DeBest just made? Yeah, we've combed the prison top to bottom. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison. I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence, which shows that the murder weapon can't be inside the prison. Do we use the video footage? It shows the murder taking place outside the prison. I think this is it.
Take that!
Oh! Like 0.5 seconds after I pressed the button, my brain had the thought. He said it was a metal object earlier. It couldn't be in the prison because it would have been detected by the metal detectors. What? That's your proof? Indeed, this makes it clear.
Overruled!
Sebastian, that doesn't prove a thing. Oh, I knew it. That wasn't right after all. Well then, if you have proof, then hurry up and show us. I must have evidence that shows the murder weapon is not inside the prison. Mr. DeBest, this evidence proves it. Yeah, I wish it was on the second page. Maybe I would have seen it in time.
Take that!
Well, egg on my face. So I can't back out here, which means this is absolutely indicative that I actually do have a solution. God damn it. Oh my god, I think this might be one of the worst slip-ups I have ever made in this entire franchise. Oh my god. I want to slap past me.
Take that!
Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. Right, in my defense, it's been like a full day since I last recorded. Like, my train of thought was derailed, you know? I'm getting back on track. Yeah, that's why. But you did not find the murder weapon, right? Oh no, that one's good. That's... we must have overlooked something. This guy just completely contradicted himself. You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best. Are you mocking me? Sebastian. Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine, Justine. Did you really think the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him? Oh! Oh, he said it! Ah! I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names. Miles, what franchise do you think this is? Oh, in that case, Kay Faraday is far ahead. There are like 5 other puns you can make with your name already, Kay. Kay, don't you get caught up in this too? Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural we didn't find it in there. Yeah. There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. Now do we use the metal detector? Or do we... Should we go with like... door sensor? Prisoners can't move freely. If you wanted to get out, you would need the assistance of a guard and they would have found the murder weapon. Oh. I'm overthinking it, aren't I? Was in roll call, maybe. I think we do go with the door sensor. Either that or it is time for the metal detector.
Take that!
that show why the weapon couldn't have been brought out of the prison? Indeed, this is definitive proof that the weapon was not brought outside. When you say it like that, it has to be true. Prosecutor Edgeworth, your evidence does not have that kind of meaning. Bluffing is no use here. Bluffing, right. The reason the weapon could not have been brought out of the prison, if you consider where you must pass through to exit the prison, the answer should be clear. Okay, it was the metal detector then.
Take that!
Have you completely forgotten your own testimony? That's twice you've insulted me. Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you do well to remember further than that. What is that? This guy, he really doesn't remember anything. It seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates, equipped with metal detectors. Oh, that's what you... Looks like he remembers now. Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so, the criminal could not have taken it out of the prison either. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to? Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison. But we couldn't find it anywhere in the prison. The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object. We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked, after all. If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. God, why are you phrasing like that? Do I show the dog or the tape? I think it's the dog here.
Take that!
Here is footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. Look, I'm gonna look in the mirror this time. There's absolutely a reflection in the mirror, but it's still too unclear. I can't make it out. What? It can't be. This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say? Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, a dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there is someone who could have. That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney? It's true this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there is something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? Yeah. It's just as she says, there is still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and prison? Oh! Delayed reaction there. What will we do, Mr. Edgeworth? I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. I knew it. What? You're one to talk? You don't know either. If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. It's my turn on the monkey bars. Wait, I'm not finished yet. Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. Yeah, she is really eager to sweep this under the rug. Courtney, you are smelly. Something stinks here. This isn't a courtroom. Well then, as I said, court is adjourned.
Objection!
I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keyes? Whatever do you mean? Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center, you also don't know how Simon Keyes entered the detention center and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keyes entered the prison. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige. What? Does she really have evidence? It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What is she thinking? It seems you don't even know Simon Keyes' real occupation. Is it locksmith? He is a circus performer. Oh. Okay, now I see it. Okay. A circus performer? Yes, have you ever heard of the Very Big Circus? Hey! Heck yeah, I have. A circus? Oh! But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? Do you have some kind of important meeting? Oh, heavens no, I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. Simon got in with the circus because it was part of the act. It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed at the prison. And the show was put on by the Very Big Circus. So then, do you mean Simon Keyes entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show. No wonder he has monkey in his name. That we know for a fact. This woman, she's been concealing this fact the whole time. She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning. Come to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? Mr. DeBest was going to say it then, but she stopped him. How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything. Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. Be careful on the tire swing. I had already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved you of your authority. You'd best not forget that. What are you trying to say? The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'd advise you not to show your face before me again. Is that a threat? The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act. That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case I'm involved in so easily. For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation. She really does have a point there. Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you. Yeesh. Did Simon lie to us? It seems he lied to Uncle Ray, too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Hey, Miles, don't tell me you've got cold feet already. Courtney Pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. A defense attorney's creed is to never give up. Remember, you're my assistant. Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just my theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. Time to look at the courtyard, huh? Well, I guess we'll start with interrogating Simon. Huh. Looks like I was right. Why did you not mention that beforehand? No, but I did. What didn't I mention? That you're a member of the Very Big Circus. No, it's just that you know I'm not. I can't call myself a member yet. I'm just a new recruit. Regardless, that still makes you a member. Eek! He fainted. So, why didn't you tell us that before? If I had told you I was part of the circus, it would have made me look suspicious, right? Since I also knew Knightley and all that, I didn't think anyone would believe what I had to say. Not even you guys, Kay. Didn't we promise to believe in you? But, Mr. Edgeworth, you're just kinda scary. Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, aren't you, Miles? That's none of your concern. Looks like we need to have a talk with him again. So, what did you do in the circus, Simon? I guess you could say I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still just an apprentice, though. Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers to do your bidding, right? No, nothing crazy like that. No way, no way, no way. My partner is this... Yep, there it is. It's Money. Money the monkey and all his Game Boy Advance graphics goodness. This little guy right here. And that makes you a wild animal tamer. He's more like an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. What? What the fuck? Monkey. Hey, Money, cut that out. He can be quite a handful sometimes. Oh my good God. So I take it they were inspired by Ratatouille? I know this game came out in, like, I want to say the late 2000s. I feel like that's around when Ratatouille came out. Oh my god. Like, okay, I know Simon's not literally being controlled by the monkey. He's doing an act, but I thought organ grinders controlled their monkeys, not the other way around. What the fuck is that? What does that even mean? Okay, hold on. I need to settle this right now. I'm gonna Google something. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right, yeah. Organ grinders are the dudes who play these music boxes called hurdy-gurdies, and they have a little monkey companion. Man, wow. I haven't really thought about those since I was a little child. Like, when I Googled it and saw the images and the description, I was like, oh my god, that is a thing that exists. What the hell? Blast from the past. Wow, I once knew about those. I completely forgot. Actually, I didn't even know what organ grinder meant, even back then, so... Let's present some stuff. No way, it's really impossible. There's no way I could be a prosecutor. Even if you give that to me. Oh my god, he's doing a see no evil, speak no evil thing even. Oh my god, this is so clever. Ah! Has he ever covered his ears? I need to see if he's ever heard no evil too. That was never my intention. So, are you going to arrest me? Am I going to trial? No objections, Your Honor? There is an objection. Please calm down. Oh my god. Okay, have you seen the black dog? Even if you show me stuff like that, it's too technical for me. I don't get it at all. I guess you don't have any new information about it. Sorry, am I going to be arrested? If I start spouting some random nonsense now, will I be able to plead insanity later? If you want to be guilty of perjury, go right ahead. That was a leading question. I knew it. I'm going to be arrested. Good grief, he's not listening to me at all. Did you pass through the security gate? No. I mean, nothing to say about that, rather. How about the footage? Yeah, I don't think he has anything new. Let's just ask the question. Yesterday, you told us you were just a regular employee, correct? Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally an employee. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. Hear no evil. It's the trifecta. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Or, isn't it do no evil? But it still has the hand over the mouths for that one, I think. We're just like any regular company. The ringleader is the boss, and I'm just a grunt. I even have a supervisor. She's the head of the Wild Animal Tamer Division. Oh, that's right. I was thinking Regina Berry. Oh, I was remembering it that Regina was the actual murderer in that case, but no, she was like being framed and we had to prove her innocence, that's right. Yeah. No matter what kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command. Oh, this music, man, that brings me back. She might even be able to get a handle on Miles here. I am not a wild animal. Did you and your supervisor take part in the animal show here at the prison? Yeah, it was just us two. It was only a small operation this time around. Basically, my supervisor takes center stage and I take care of all the dirty work. Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance. So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. So, can you tell me about your movements around the prison? Okay, I went to meet Knightley 2 days ago around noon. And that's when you gave him the chessboard. That's right. And then that night I started setting up the stage in the courtyard. It was pretty tough going back and forth moving all the crates by myself. Oh boy, anything could be in that crate, couldn't it? Maybe even the body. I left everything in workroom A, I think, just temporary storage. Uh-huh. I think I just cracked it. Workroom A. That's where the body was discovered. Didn't your supervisor help you at all? No way. I can't let her do anything like that. That's my job. After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing. When we left, it was almost midnight. The show was set to start at 8 a.m. the next day and go on until 10 a.m. The only one who went in and out of where the body was found is Mr. Keyes. And then the body was found just before the show ended. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think that DePest guy would have just arrested you on a whim. I wouldn't put it past him, though. Well, maybe it's because of that. When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him. You know, Knightley. You went directly into the detention block. Did you have permission? No, I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything. Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go and do such a thing? Well, we're the only friends either of us has had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real families. I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him. Uh-huh. You didn't have a family? When I was younger, I lost the only family I had, my father. So is that it? I know all too well how it feels to lose your father at a young age. So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me. So it was just the 2 of you talking at that time? Yes, all the other cells were empty and there weren't any guards nearby either. But then you got found out, and that's why they suspected you. What? Did I do something really bad? Something must have happened while Mr. Keyes and Knightley were alone. That's probably DeBest's logic. It seems that we'll need to talk with your supervisor as well. She should be here today too. Probably in the courtyard. Bingo. Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss. Simon, if there's anything we can do to help, just tell us. What? But I can't do anything in return. Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you. Well, what do we have here? Starting to get a hang of the whole defense attorney gig? You sounded a bit like your old man just now. Me? Sound like my father? He would say the defense attorney's job is to be an ally to the deserted. If you're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise, wait for me, I want in too. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Yeah, of course. It was just a joke. Want some candy? Oh my god, he is the coolest uncle. No, thank you. I don't like sweets. What? Oh, really? What a shame. Can you even pass anything between the glass pane? What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Yatagarasu is all about the sun, since the sunlight always exposes to the truth. Good grief. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can find there. Oh, the shutter is open. Yes, it looks like that way leads to the courtyard. So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on. She's certainly in high spirits. You know, it's kind of interesting. There's been a severe lack of, free roaming. In the previous Investigations game, you could move between rooms manually. But here, they're kind of just bringing you where you need to be, and it's always all self-contained there. I wonder if that's going to change later. So this is the courtyard. Just before the body was discovered, the animal show was held here. It looks just like a carnival. Man, I bet it was lots of fun. The prisoners were gathered here when the body was found. So that means whoever saw the show has an alibi. We should start by checking the area for... Eek! Okay. Cut it out, you! Help me, Mr. Edgeworth! You there, stop right this instant. That is one small elephant. I think I'm gonna get up, have a little stretch break, grab some water. I'm sure Kay will be fine. She can wait a minute. Ow, 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 ow! Someone, anyone help! Down! Astique, down! Who are you? Yep, there she is. Looks like you found a new playmate. Good for you, Astique. I remember this voice I gave her. It wasn't playing around, it was about to eat me. Huh? No way, that's impossible. This child doesn't bite often. Often, huh? People normally never get to play with an elephant up close. Isn't it wonderful? No, it's not. I think Regina was like one of my least favorite characters from Ace Attorney 2. Where's Mo the Clown? I friggin' love Mo the Clown. Bring him back. I miss Mo. It's wonderful, right? It was simply marvelous, little lady. But, Mr. Shields. Really? Oh, that makes me so happy. So how about a hug, as a thanks? Hey, watch where you swing that thing. Weren't you taught not to hit people with your trunk? It looks like Astique is friends with everyone. I am an assistant of this defense attorney. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Regina Barry. Nice to meet ya. I'm the great thief and defense attorney's assistant, Kay Faraday.
It's a very long title. That's a rather complicated job title.
And the one playing with Mr. Elephant is the defense attorney, Mr. Ray Shields. It's not Mr. Elephant. It's Astique, the fantastic Asian elephant. You're incredible, Regina. You made Astique stop right away. Well, I'm a wild animal tamer after all. Really? Then you must be Simon's supervisor. Yep, I'm the head of the Very Big Circus Wild Animal Tamer Division.
The BBCWATD.
The one and only Regina Barry.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ace Attorney Ray Shields. It looks like he's the one she has a handle on.
Yeah, she's perfect.
Oh, you talent scouting, Kay? What are you mumbling about, Kay?
Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy. She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief. A great thief? That sounds like fun. We can make a huge ruckus with animals. Oh, you can't make a ruckus. A great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky-like.
Oh, my throat. My manly, deep, manly voice was not built to do shrill, girly voices for so long.
But the show needs to have flash. Being quiet is kind of boring. Oh, I guess she's not very thief-like after all.
It seems there has been a breakdown in negotiations.
All right, let's get started, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's check out anything that looks suspicious. We'll even look through the barbed wire if we have to.
Okay, that's the game shining a giant neon sign in my face going, "Check the barbed wire." Yes, we need to gather more information about the case. We should also try talking with anyone connected to the case. Ooh. So I see there's a barbed wire electrified fence separating the courtyard with the warden's office. So traversing this way and that isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Is that a fish skeleton in the pond? The hell? Anyway, let's go right to left. Oh, hey! You showed up. Well, okay then. This crude-looking well seems handcrafted. Was it built by the inmates?
There are a bunch of tools lying around the well. A long piece of rope and a heavy-looking weight. It weighs 33 pounds. It says so right there. There's even a couple of pulleys.
Okay, please stop touching other people's things.
Stingy pants, I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm going to take them home with me.
Still, these tools, what were they used for? This is the stage where they put on the annual show.
If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone would come.
I'm pretty sure the police would show up. These were used for audience seating during the show.
Folding up all these chairs must have been a chore.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you've never tidied up folding chairs before?
I've delegated the task to others in the past.
Mr. Edgeworth, you should try doing some manual labor once in a while.
I'll look into it. I think it's a shared experience across all men that they have tried carrying multiple folding chairs at once, but like hooking their arms under multiple, and so it would make them look big and strong and they could show off to the ladies. I have absolutely tried doing that when I was a kid. Joke's on past me, though. I'm not even into ladies. Or anyone else for that matter. I can't get on the stage. Anything about the ball? No.
Ribbit?
What are you doing?
Don't you know? If you croak like a frog at a pond, they will come towards you.
The only things that are coming towards you are the water striders.
Water striders are so cool. They're like ninjas. They glide gracefully on top of the water. I wish I could do that.
What about the frogs? Anything about the fish? Huh. That door is locked.
Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though.
No. If need be, I'll just borrow a key.
Sheesh, I thought it was finally a chance for me to steal the spotlight.
Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence. Not even the spotlight. It's the Berry Big Circus's Asian elephant, Astique. Supposedly very friendly with humans. Doesn't seem very friendly.
It's your stern gaze, Mr. Edgeworth. It must think you're the boss.
Are you comparing me to an animal?
That's not what I meant. I think it approves of you.
That doesn't make me the least bit happy. It's a wicker crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart.
It kind of smells like animals.
They probably use this instead of a hand trolley at the circus.
Just once, I'd like to ride one of these bad boys down a hill. Oh, or maybe one of those office chairs with the wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun?
What is she talking about? Now for the fence.
Danger! High voltage! These signs really do exist. On the other side, you can see what appears to be the detention center's garden.
It's just as Warden Roland said. You can see the garden from her office.
If it weren't for this barbed wire, we could take a look at the garden on the other side.
That is Warden Roland's prized garden. Oh, also, Patricia Roland. That's right. It's Pat Roland. Patrolin. Prized garden. I doubt she'd let us in so easily. I guess that's it? Is there really no evidence to be gleaned? Huh. Well, let's try chatting with people. Okay. Okay, look, my voice is actually starting to hurt a little from the repetition of doing girly voices. So I'll just speak her lines in my regular voice here. Yeah, what's up? The animal show. Man, it's such a shame. What is? I should have joined the circus. I just know my amazing rope escapes would have received standing ovations. That's a shame indeed. All that's left for me now is to solve this case and take part in their next show. Come on, let's hurry and finish collecting information. Right. Well. If it isn't Saw It, No, I think that might go longer than 10 minutes. Let's try talking with, Shields. Huh? What's the matter? This is nice. It feels like a dream. A circus performance can be considered an art form. My pounding heart, it's beating with excitement. It's not every day you get to see what goes on inside a circus tent. Exactly. It sure makes me want to give it a big hug. A hug? The circus? Having an animal show inside a place surrounded by barbed wire. It almost makes you forget that this is a prison facility. Barbed wire, huh? I'll need to inspect every last inch of this prison. We didn't see the animal show, but the stage and the equipment are still here. I should examine the remnants of the show. It could be useful to our investigation. Miles, please don't ignore your Uncle Ray like that. Oh, right. Miles wasn't actually saying anything in return, but he was thinking hard about it. Oh, dude, I relate with that so much. I'm a very quiet person. You may not think it because of how often I speak while recording videos, but when I'm with other people, I never say anything. Like, I'm the speak when spoken to kind of dude. Like, God. Like, it's not uncommon to go through, like, entire family reunion gatherings for, like, holidays. And I would say maybe, like, 10 sentences total. I just sit there while everyone else chats, and I eat the nice food that's there. That's me. Uncle Ray is feeling faint. I've never seen such dreamy eyes. She does seem to have an enchanting presence. Exactly. I feel like I must obey her. Wonder if she cracks a whip when she's taming her animals. With those sparkling eyes, she'll say, "Down, boy." Okay, now, okay, Uncle, you're towing the line into creepy uncle territory. Stop it. Back. Down, boy. If that's what you're after, I have someone in mind. Oh! No! Don't feed it, Miles! Huh? You know someone like that? You must introduce me, Miles. She's the whip-carrying demon from the prosecutor's bench. I don't think Franziska's gonna show up in this game. Like, if they would have at least said her name. Like, they've brought up Shilon Lane, and then he showed up in the flesh. And they've also brought up, Manfred. And I think it's all but certain that we'll have a flashback chapter with Gregory and Raymond and Manfred. I'm calling it. I really do think that's going to be the case. But if there's no mention of Franziska, even though she's been brought up a few times here, by name I mean, then yeah, I don't think she's going to be in this game. I doubt it. So, might as well just keep talking to him for the music. So yeah, not really much to go on this time. We didn't actually really learn anything too new. I suppose that'll have to happen when we talk to Frank and Regina. I hope Mo shows up. That'd be nice, but then again, this case is getting pretty crowded with characters. I think we have more than enough. Come to think of it, you know, one of my complaints from the previous game is that there were always so few people involved that it was always really, really obvious who did it. Like, you had a choice between like 2, maybe 3 people at any given time. Here, though, I'm thinking it's either Dogen or Patricia. I think it could be either. My gut's saying Patricia just because it would be way more surprising, though. But with Frank and Regina here too, that really muddies the water. Their role is unclear as of yet. Anyway, another thing I want to say is, speaking of characters who have returned, about Kay Faraday. From where I'm standing right now, I still don't quite understand why she's here. Like, obviously she's fulfilling her same old role of being someone Miles can chat to and bounce off of. When Gumshoe's not around, I mean. But as for her narrative purpose, I don't really see why she's in this game just yet. I don't get it. Is there going to be some huge relevance thing for her? But, like, as far as I'm concerned, the Yatagarasu story was tied up in a neat little bow. Obviously, there's always room for a new chapter to be written, but I just actually don't quite get it yet. What I'm saying is, Kay so far has been a bit underwhelming-ish. I mean, she only started showing up, actually, until the third case in the last game. So maybe that'll be a similar thing here. Maybe it's like, maybe the next case, the third one in this game, she'll pop off and things will get interesting for the Yatagarasu again. Or maybe the third case will be a flashback? The aforementioned Gregory Raymond Manfred flashback chapter? Maybe that could be the fourth? I don't know. It's just, I'm curious, you know? This game, Investigations 2, it has not missed yet. So I'm just wondering what's cooking in the kitchen when it comes to Kay, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I suppose that's it. Next time we'll chat with more people, put together some logic maybe, or not, we haven't found any logic things yet, and we'll see what happens from there. So, in the meantime, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.